house, gig speed just isn't fast enough. I need gig Wi-Fi to power them and only get that from Xfinity. Xfinity has increased their gig speed internet by 20%, and with the new router, it gives you speeds faster than the gig over Wi-Fi. All of this at the same price. That's the key right there. With Xfinity, you can enjoy all your favorite apps all in one place with Flex 4K streaming box, free with your Xfinity internet. Just plug it in, connect to your internet, and start streaming in seconds. Get more information on gig speed Wi-Fi from Xfinity. Just visit xfinity.com/gig. You pick the internet speed you need and the Wi-Fi speed that works for you. Get started today by calling 1-800-XFINITY. Visit xfinity.com or stop by a local Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Speed increase applies to 1 gig service. Xfinity Flex is available to Xfinity Internet customers, excludes Internet Essentials and prepaid customers who do not have Xfinity TV. Advertised Wi-Fi speeds require gig speed internet and compatible X5 gateway.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AMI 50 Traffic Center, one accident working to clear right now. That's on Van Dyke southbound at 696. Elsewhere, traffic is moving slowly. M59 eastbound from Garfield to Heidelberg. Still seeing slowdowns on 75 southbound from 14 to 12 Mile, again near the Jameson. And then northbound as you approach 696. And also a little bit heavy this afternoon on 696 westbound connecting to westbound 96. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Is your bank, brokerage, or insurance company trying to sell you an annuity? Don't do it. They have very limited access to the highest rates available. You need solutions, not someone pitching you a product. Join Joe Uplegger for the Save Money and Income radio show right here on The Ticket, Sundays from 7 to 8 a.m.
Sign up today at BetMGM and enjoy the thrill of victory on your very first bet. The King of Sportsbooks welcomes you to Showtime with the lock of the year. Simply place a $10 moneyline wager on either Tampa Bay or Philadelphia. If either team scores a touchdown, you'll win $200 in free bets, regardless of your bet's outcome. Just use bonus code GATOR200 when you make your first bet to take advantage of this offer. Enjoy football like never before with BetMGM's live betting options. $10 specials and daily promotions at your fingertips all season long. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code GATOR200 to win $200 in free bets if either Tampa Bay or Philadelphia scores a touchdown. Nothing beats a W at BetMGM. New customer offer, paid and free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 or older. Michigan only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. This excludes Michigan Disassociated Persons.
Here's why I enjoy sports betting. It kind of gives you some skin in the game, as BetMGM likes to say.
You know you're a sports bettor when you're tuning in to watch a UConn football game. Start your day with a daily tip with Michael Jenkins and Chelsea Messenger from BetQL. It's some bad football, but if you have some skin in the game, maybe you got some money on it, all of a sudden you're invested in it, and then you look at the games from a different perspective.
If you want that adrenaline rush, you get a little piece of it.
Michael Jenkins and Chelsea Messenger with a daily tip, 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern from BetQL.
Hey Detroit, it's Tanya Milan with exciting news. Our brand new facility in Mason is finally complete. All moved in and we're open to the public. Come see us today at the all-new Milan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in beautiful Imlay City 4. Click MilanChrysler.com. This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Mike Pocaro of National Benefit Plans. For affordable health insurance, call 877-734-2200.
From the 70s and 80s that conjures up memories of epic tailgate parties, mesmerizing late shows, fog machines, and lighters held high. Arena Rock, the new Odyssey exclusive station. Get it on the Odyssey app today. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station.
Spring is here. I'm gonna get Rico a giant bush shaped like Chamber Candelario. It is your heart. I'm gonna get Rico a giant bush. It's like an old English dean in his backyard. I'm gonna get Rico a giant bush. We're gonna get him a nice shrub, and they're gonna make it look like an old English dean in his backyard. All right, 4 o'clock. Great to have you. We'll get back into the college football stuff in a bit, but actually, I'll tell you what we'll do.
last thing on planet Earth I want to talk about is Kyrie Irving. So why don't we get to the calls? Let's do a few of the ticket text recap. Let's just attack the college football thing, and I'll just quickly tell the audience, A, if you missed anything, Odyssey.com rewind. You guys are crushing the stream, which is fabulous. Just huge streaming numbers, which obviously we appreciate. But look, it's simple. I still view Ohio State as the king of the hill. I still view it as they're 10 points better than both their teams, minimum. Vegas agrees, installing OSU as a 9.5-point favorite over both of us. And I just wonder where you're at. Look, it's been incredibly enjoyable seeing MSU go 6-0. You're a Wolverine. It's got to be incredibly enjoyable being 6-0. But it's kind of like the movie Glory with Denzel Washington when they finally get up the hill at Fort Sumter and then there's a cannon staring at them. That's not what it's about. No, it's not what it's a fabulous movie. But it just, that's how I still view OSU, and I wonder what you guys think. And then, yes, we had a little fine Boundian playoff conversation, which I'm always down for as well. So, 248-539-9797. David, a few of the ticket texts, and then, yeah, screw whatever we planned. We'll get to the people. Keep it rolling.
I think U of M has the roster to make a playoff run if Jim Harbaugh had the guts to make the QB switch to JJ a long time ago.
Boy, is this going to be a story. Yeah. Boy, is that going to be a story. And you know what? If you're a Michigan fan and you watched Lincoln Riley make that switch with what's on the line for Lincoln, remember, Spencer Rattler still, in many circles, would be considered a first-round NFL pick. I don't think Cade McNamara's family thinks he's a first-round pick.
Yeah.
So,
see, here's the thing.
that move.
See, here's the thing. Lincoln Riley can make that move because Spencer Rattler was going out there throwing interceptions. Cade McNamara's not doing anything wrong. He's just not special. Can you bench somebody because they're not special? He's winning games. He's not turning the ball over. He's doing everything you want your quarterback to do.
They won't put him in the position to throw interceptions. They're not letting him try anything.
David, 6-0. You can't argue that point. You may not like how you got there. That's right. But you can't argue that point. It's what Spencer Rattler, you saw. I mean, Oklahoma was winning in spite of him. This, I know it sounds fun and it's what you want to do, but remember, Harbaugh named Cade McNamara quarterback at Big Ten Media Day. He wasn't even waiting for the camp to start. Maybe he knew something. Maybe this works out and he looks like the $2 million genius.
Okay, I'm going to keep it away from that because that's not what the topic is. But it upsets, to get out, just read the next time.
No, go ahead, David.
No, because it upsets me with what Jim Harbaugh is doing. Not only with just playing Cade and bringing in, but when he brings in JJ, he doesn't even allow him to throw the ball either. So in my mind as a fan, do you trust any of your quarterbacks or are you just trying to save your job?
But you know what? He told you what this offense was going to be at the beginning of the year. It wasn't coach speak. He said, we're going to run the ball. The hell with speed and space. I'm running the ball, running the ball, running the ball. And you know what they're doing? They're running the ball. And they're winning. It's not pretty. It ain't modern day football, but they're winning.
But it pisses me off because it's all about saving his job. I don't care about that. Wonderful. They're 6-0, but they're not doing it the way they should be doing it. It doesn't look right, and I know when they play the good teams, they're going to lose.
It's amazing what you do when your shoes are on fire because you're going to get fired. So, yes, he has changed it all. This is about his job, but maybe it was that pressure that got you to win games. I understand your frustration, but I don't think you make the switch because you really have no reason to make the switch unless you just want to say, I made a mistake. And you know a coach is never going to say that. Go ahead.
All right, I'll just read this. To your counter, Mike, about the OSU sacks, someone texted in. OSU had 0 sacks against Oregon, 1 sack against Rutgers, 9 against Akron, 4 against Maryland. That's the problem. They don't get it in the games they're supposed to get them in.
Yeah, okay. So Michigan had 1 against Nebraska. Does their pass rush suck? Guys, you got to take a big sample and you look at it. Fine, they got fat and sassy a little bit against Akron. But what are you going to do? This is the problem with sports now. Everybody latches on to a narrative. watch the games. They don't look at progression. They hear something in week 2 and they try to extrapolate it and bring it to week 7. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I got a little bit more faith in OSU getting better and better and better than I do our teams. And fine, no one said they've got the best pass rush in America. No one said they've got a Bosa brother. But when a caller calls up and says, quote, they have 0 pass rush, it's just factually not true. And then I gave them the sack percentages on dropbacks. It's up there. I apologize if some of the data gets in the way of your narrative. Look, I want OSU to be bad. I don't want them to be good. time searching out product, the places you're going, they're probably supplied by Northfield. So get what you need now. You need to know more, you call Northfield Lumber. It's just that simple. From the lumberyard, design center, warehouse, they got you covered. Northfield Lumber is a sure bet. Call today. Go to northfieldlumber.com. That's northfieldlumber.com.
The Lions VIP tailgate is back. Join us as the Detroit Lions take on the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday, October 17th. It's the Lions VIP tailgate just 3 blocks from Ford Field. Go to bullseyeeventgroup.com for Lions VIP tailgates. All-you-can-eat food by Detroit's very own chef Kate Williams and Food Network chef Aaron May. All you can eat and drink for 3 hours before kickoff for all Lions home games. Bullseyeeventgroup.com offers indoor climate-controlled lounge seating for a VIP tailgate experience. Go to bullseyeeventgroup.com for tickets today.
What's up, everyone? Heather Park here for my friends at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. They're your pro football betting powerhouse with same-game parlays, boosts, and special promotions all season long. Plus, Bet Rivers is bringing you the $1 million Beat the Spread Challenge. You can win your share of the $1 million prize pool each week. Check it out at betrivers.com or via the Bet Rivers app. See site for full terms and conditions. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
What do you call a group of friends who wear the same jersey for good luck, no matter how old it is, and who support their team through thick and thin, week after week, as if the very season depended on it, all while tossing the pigskin and drinking Miller Lite? You call it Miller time in Detroit. Here's to the original light beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2021 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber. Want to look like $1 million but only spend a handful of bucks? Upgrade to Dollar Shave Club with the ultimate shave starter set for only $5. Get a 6-blade razor, prep scrub, shave butter, and post-shave dew for a noticeably smooth shave. Plus free shipping. After that, razors ship at regular price. Go to dollarshaveclub.com/tiki. That's dollarshaveclub.com/tiki. Dollar Shave Club. It's what dreams are shaved of. Welcome to the club. Thursday night football on Fox. Get ready for a terrific matchup. The city of brotherly love will be rocking. Tom Brady is up to his old tricks as he has Tampa Bay rolling once again. Brady throws. Touchdown. But Jalen Hurts and the Eagles are looking to serve up a Philly special. Buccaneers. Eagles. Tonight at 7:30 Eastern on Fox, NFL Network, and streaming on Prime Video. NFL Network and Amazon simulcast subject to change.
You love Zoom for video meetings? Now, choose Zoom to power your phone communications too. Zoom Phone works seamlessly within the Zoom app as your business phone system. Zoom Phone's secure HD audio and enterprise-grade reliability keep you connected to your teams and your customers. And it's easy to use on mobile, desktop, or desk phone. Empower your workforce with Zoom Phone. Zoom, how the world connects.
Get that satisfying crunch. Now with 20% more honey. Try a delicious Nature Valley Oats and Honey Crunchy Bar with more of the honey you love.
Your opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Get the latest sports news and inside information about Michigan and Michigan State on the 5-Star Zone with Rico Beard. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
Oh, that's right, people. Don't forget about the 5-Star Zone. Rico Beard's personal, luxurious, free podcast for you. If you like all of his bloviating and pontificating about Michigan and Michigan State, it's there at Odyssey.com or wherever you find your podcast. And every time you subscribe, a starving child gets a meal.
Go crazy!
Let's get back to the people. We're wrapping college ball. We'll get to Kyrie later. We've got a stock exchange to do today and football to do. And we're going to turn Rico's frown upside down. That's really what it comes down to. We're going to go to Bill in Livonia, 97.1. What's up, Billy?
Cool. It's chill, man. It's all right.
Phil, I apologize. It was spelled Bill.
You're good. Anyways, I called because the Ohio State talk. You know, I'm a Buckeye.
Yeah.
So we're putting up 50 a game, but you know, you got me really excited when you said you've been watching Ohio State football. So you noticed over the past few weeks that their defense, their secondary, and that linebacking crew are starting to put together slowly.
Right. It's just gelling. You're seeing more assignment sound stuff. They made the switch from Coombs and put him in the. They put Baby in the corner, and now
they disconnected his headset.
Right. He's got Kids Bop on the headset, and you know what? Most idiots out there. Oh, it's just slowly, incrementally getting better. They don't need a dominant defense because they're gonna put 50 on it.
People are forgetting like most of the players are starting 5-star freshmen. And the more they play, the more they're aggressive, better and better.
Phil, here's what I like what Ohio State is doing, and it's something they didn't do early in the year, like when they were playing the Tulsas. When you play bad teams, you're treating them like bad teams. Now, I want to see what happens when you go up against a better team, because it looks as if the defense has straightened themselves out, because you know what you did to Rutgers and what you did to Maryland. Let's see now what happens with Penn State. Yeah.
Not just the one-on loss. So we're good. The fact that they lost the one-on, they didn't even have the best players on. And it's just.
And it was at home. Yeah, it was at home, and it was just like, wow, what happened to the Buckeyes defense? I think that you could be on the path of getting that ship righted.
Right, but people act like they gave up 55 to Oregon. It was a 35-28 game. It's par for the course in 2021. I don't know what react to that.
Yeah, but you know what people saw was the Oregon running back just running free down the field. If it was a grinded out game, then you would feel good about that defense. Oregon was just running chunk plays. It's like, wow, you're not used to seeing that in Columbus. And it ain't
Will on a cell.
And it ain't the Buckeyes. Go ahead.
Willie.
Well,
hey, Will.
Yo.
Hey, what's up? Hey, I disagree with Mike. I think that both of us actually, State and Michigan is going to beat Ohio State this year.
Ooh.
I think that State is going to beat it because they're going to look ahead to Michigan the week before, and there's going to be a shootout like the previous caller said. And when they get here, that passing game is going to be November, it's late in the year, and the fact that they can't stop anybody, it's going to keep their offense off the field. I'd take us in the game like that with Dan Webster and their high-flying offense. I don't think they would stop Will Gordon.
Jay is saying for a sweep. Will is saying a sweep of the state.
I'd be stunned.
I think right now we're really only looking at the state championship. There's going to be come down between Michigan and Michigan State, and whoever wins that game is going to come out and represent the Big Ten East. I think Ohio State's dead in the water. Ryan Day isn't running the program the same way Urban is, and they're showing this year.
I can't agree with you on that.
You got players quitting on the sideline. You got guys jumping in the transfer portal up. The defense is not the same as your guys. Trust me. You'll see soon though.
Well, no one said it's the same as the gold standard they've established. I don't know if you're aware of this, but teams get better and worse year by year. Their offense is as good or better as it's ever been, and the defense is down a little bit. Yeah. What are we talking about? Like, you are aware that, like, Travion Henderson might be the best running back they've recruited in a decade.
And you know what it is? It took a while for Ryan Day to realize I need to set everybody else aside and just let Travion. Travion came in the year the third string running back. I realize now maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe he should have been first. And he's moving people around on the defense. That's why I'm willing to see. Now, Penn State, if these injuries hold true, you know, they lost their D tackle, and, you know, if Clifford doesn't come back, then I do think that Penn State's going to kind of bow out of this race. And they'll be a formidable foe, but I don't know if they'll be able to knock off Michigan State, and Ohio State. They may be able to get one of those teams.
97-1. What's up, Chris?
Hey, gentlemen, how's it going?
There he is. What's up, man?
Hey, so just want to talk to you guys. I can't believe people are on here talking about how they kind of gung-ho about where the Buckeyes are at now. I mean, I'm with you, Mike, in a way that I lean towards Ohio State still, because they've been the class of the Big Ten for so long. I mean, Tom for pound have the most talent in the Big Ten. But if you look at the matchups with Michigan State, and I can't really lean Michigan because they don't have a passing game, but I do think Michigan State can pull the upset there. I mean, God forbid it's October 14th, so I mean, who really knows where anyone's going to be at that point? But when you look at our rushing offense, I do think we can dictate tempo in that game if, Coach Cat keeps working that O-line. And I do
Here's
think
the
our
problem I
defense,
have with
which has
Michigan
given us-
State's rushing offense. If you look at it now, this O-line, as they start facing better teams, you're relying more on Kenneth Walker being a magician than you are the actual blocking. I still have got to see MSU line up against someone real and be able to block it up. Yeah.
For sure. And now, to point out on the defense, too, I do think Michigan State's defense does slightly get a bad rep because they give up so many yards in that kind of soft cover 3. But when it comes down to it, the third and long,
That's right.
really have to make a play. They have to make a play.
But it's also, you know what I was just talking about though? Like when you listen, I talked about narratives. This is what I need. It's all this narrative, and then you go, well, MSU's top 5 in sacks. Well, they don't have any star line. Right. What about the red zone defense? What about the
And the
turnover?
fact that people saw that the Western Kentucky quarterback, with Zappi, put up like 500 passing yards.
Leads the nation in passing. It's what they do.
Sportsbooks. King of Sportsbooks welcomes you to Showtime with the lock of the year. Simply place a $10 moneyline wager on either Tampa Bay or Philadelphia. And if either team scores a touchdown, either team, you'll win $200 in free bets regardless of your bet's outcome. Just use bonus code RICO200 when you make your first bet to take advantage of this offer. Enjoy football like never before with BetMGM's live betting actions, boosted odds specials, and daily promotions at your fingertips all season long. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code RICO200 to win $200 in free bets if either Tampa Bay or Philadelphia scores a touchdown. Nothing beats a W at BetMGM. New customer offer, paid and free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You must be 21 or older, Michigan only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Performance Food Service Michigan. Slowdowns continue in Ann Arbor and 14 eastbound from Maple Road to Barton Drive. Also on 696 westbound connecting to westbound 96. Performance Food Service in Warren, Michigan is looking for Class A delivery drivers. Performance offers a 4-day work week, day one benefits, and a $15,000 sign-up bonus. Log on to jobs.performancefoodservice.com. Veterans, women, and minorities encouraged to apply. Performance Food Service is an equal opportunity employer. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
We've been asking ourselves, is it possible to lend money at zero interest? And it totally is. Introducing Standby Cash. When you need extra cash, you can qualify for between $100 and $1,000 at Huntington. And it's free when you auto pay us back across 3 months. Why would a bank do that? Just to look out for people. That's how we reinvent banking. Huntington, welcome. Without automatic payments, 12% APR. Eligibility requirements apply. Amount available is based on customer eligibility. Learn more at huntington.com/standbycash.
If you run a business or manage health benefits, you've got to hear this. Hi, this is Randy, and we're talking again with Steve Selinsky, Vice President of Marketing for HAP. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Randy.
So, employers are looking to control their costs. What can you tell them?
Well, for 2022, HAP's plans are now more comprehensive, offering more enhanced benefits, and employers can choose from a wide variety of product options, all at market competitive rates.
So, how does that help them?
Employers can offer their employees more coverage and value-added services.
Well, that should keep customers happy. Hey, speaking of that, I thought I heard HAP recently won an award. Can you tell me about that?
Sure. We were recognized by J.D. Power. We were ranked #1 in member satisfaction for commercial health plans in Michigan 2 out of 3 years in a row.
Well, that's great. So how can employers learn more?
Contact your agent, visit hap.org/business, or call our HAP team at 844-DIAL-HAP.
That's great, Steve. Thanks very much. For J.D. Power 2021 award information, employers can visit jdpower.com/award.
All football point spread bettors, please listen to me closely. Once again, this is Michael Westwood, owner of GBIWins.com in New York. And guys, if you don't know who I am, I've been in the sports handicapping world now for 37 years. I know how to beat the bookmakers and casinos against the point spread. Tonight is my pro football Thursday night game of the year. Over the last 17 years, I'm an astounding 15-2 with this information. Tampa Bay playing Philadelphia, and we have tremendous information on this game. All you have to do is dial 1-800-885-2525. That's 1-800-885-2525. You'll be connected to my free recorded comp line. You'll get the winner of tonight's Tampa Bay Philadelphia matchup. Once again, my Thursday night game of the year, and it's absolutely free. All you have to do is call now. 1-800-885-2525.
Introducing Fidelity Income Planning. We look at how much you've saved, how much you'll need, and help you build a straightforward plan to generate income, even when you're not working. A plan that gives you the chance to grow your savings and create cash flow that lasts. Plus, you can start, stop, or adjust your plan at any time. Talk to us today so we can help you go from saving to living. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE, SIPC.
So a friend told me about Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and his exact words were, "It changed my life. I used to spend a ridiculous amount of time trying to remove tomato sauce from inside our microwave and soap scum off the bathtub. It's like seriously magic, and my secret weapon for cleaning the kitchen, bathroom, doors and walls, and even keeping my sneakers clean. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Greatest invention ever." Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, the unicorn of cleaning.
97 won the ticket and the Bet 1270. Your homes for the NFL on Westwood One. The Pittsburgh Steelers host the Seattle Seahawks. Sunday Night Football. Pre-game at 7:30 on the Bet 1270. Detroit.
All right, I know it's a little bit lighter of a week, Lions-wise, so it means we get a chance to go around the league and talk about actual football. Maybe mix in a little college. It's time for In Football today.
I have today's forecast for you.
I would have kissed you.
Hi, we come at your ass.
I couldn't care less about the team struggling.
I think it's a turducken.
It is a turducken.
All right, David, rapid fire it. Let's get around the league a little bit here. And college if you want.
Yeah, let's
Fine.
start in the college ranks because it's something that happened on Saturday that one of the coaches responded to it. So let's get to it.
Okay.
The fans in Iowa were booing Penn State players for being injured. They thought that they were faking. It was a lot of injuries back to back to back. Well, James Franklin responded. He says, how does this strategy work? We wouldn't do this against a slow tempo team. And then he goes, James Franklin wants to continue to say, in the 6 years, we've been 4-2 against them. 4-2. Kept saying 4-2. Do you have a problem with fans booing when it comes to injuries like that? It was consecutive injuries.
Yeah, when you think it's fake. Look, I'm always going to side with fans. I mean, look, when a guy walks around and all of a sudden drops to the ground like he got hit by a sniper, I'm suspicious. When a team's playing up tempo and guys are laying on the ground all over the place to kill the tempo, I'm suspicious.
Yeah.
I think this is coaches acting like big babies. I leave this to Rico.
Move this man!
Here's the thing, if the guy is legitimately injured, no, but if you see player nose tackle looking over to the sideline, no, you fall down, and then all of a sudden he goes all Fred G. Sanford and says, I'm having the big one out here, and it's like, okay, well, what just happened here? You were just fine pointing to the sideline. So yes, or when it's up tempo and all of a sudden you see the other team say, no, man, stay down, and then they just grab an ankle or a knee, and then all of a sudden they're back 2 plays later. Yeah, then they're faking it. It's gamesmanship. It's a part of the game. I think every team has done this, but you know what? I just don't like James Franklin, so I'm going to side.
Well, fellas, let's see if you like this, because Oklahoma, there was a report that came out that Caleb Williams was getting the majority of the first team reps. That's what the newspaper reported, but the newspaper that reported it gained access to this information by going in a tree, using binoculars, and finding out what they were doing at practice. Well, since then, practice has now been closed to the media at Oklahoma.
And they've canceled media availability so that they don't have to answer for what was found out.
So these are top secret things here. I mean, what is Oklahoma doing here? We all know Caleb is starting, right?
Well, I think that they were going to try to say, we don't know yet. They were going to play that game, prepare for both quarterbacks, trying to keep Spencer Rattler happy so that he doesn't enter into the transfer portal. If he gets usurped, he's done. There's no way you can bring him back. And I think they were just trying to delay the inevitable. Props. If you want to climb up in a tree, I think they went into an office building that had a look into the practice facility. Hey, you know what? I can't knock the hustle.
So, this is what I want from you guys. I want to know what specifically Mike, because he's ripped this quarterback. I want to know if you're ready to step back on your opinion on Lamar Jackson, because right now, he has surpassed basically everything through 5 games that he did in his MVP season. He is top 5 in passing yards so far this year. Are you ready to change your opinion on him not being able to throw the ball?
I need you. No, because he'll put up a stink bomb in the playoffs and start throwing 8 yards wild again. And you know what, David, with all due respect, Monday night was incredible. Beautiful performance. The Colts won. And when you look at the teams that Lamar has played thus far this season, you look at the Raiders, whose defense stinks, the Chiefs, whose defense stinks, the Lions, whose defense stinks, the Broncos do not stink, the Colts, in fact, do stink. No. 5 games.
Struggled against those teams. 100%. Now, would he be considered the real MVP type candidate right now? Oh, versus Lamar.
It is. But you know what the thing about Herbert? You're waiting for the bubble to burst. You're waiting for it to say, okay, I knew he couldn't be this good. Every weekend, he's going out there and just getting it done. I was a Herbert supporter, and I'm still sitting there like, okay, Justin, are you really this good? Did the Chargers just luck into, a potential Hall of Fame quarterback, a game changer? Because it's starting to look that way.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's going to stop. He's just, every week he goes out, he's the epitome of calm. It almost looks like he's not engaged. He makes it look easy, makes the right reads, makes the right throws. And look, he's on a talented team. Who are we kidding? Austin Eckler and Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. And hey, man, it's a great spot to be in. But no, David, I think he's just this good. He really is. Because it's not like all of a sudden he's doing what Josh Allen was doing last year, which is 55% career passer, completing 72% of his passes. You know what I mean? Justin Herbert is just on a linear path. I think he's one of the 5 best QBs in football right now.
So let's go back to the college ranks here, because there's a guy that I want to discuss when it comes to coaching hot seat. Let's talk about Scott Frost for a second. Yes, they're 1-3 in Big Ten play. I get it. I understand it. But they've played tough against Michigan State. They've played tough against Michigan. Would you still consider him to be on the hot seat right now, today?
Okay, if I'm AD, or are we talking about reality?
If you're AD and reality, let's do both.
All right, if I'm AD, no, because I can't put another coach on payroll when I'm already paying 3 coaches. Second of all, I kind of view Scott Frost a little bit like Rich Rod. If Michigan had kept him around one more year, they would have won 10 games next year. I feel like they're close, and I feel like you probably got to free roll it versus find $25 million to buy him out. Now, reality? No. The AD hates his guts, and he's probably a dead man walking. But that's why Nebraska's Nebraska. They keep rolling through coaches.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't do it only because we're going to get to go to Nebraska. I mean, Nebraska likes to think that we're this elite program. You're not anymore. You may be a step above Illinois. I don't know if you're going to get this top. Mike, you're not going to get this top team. Yeah, if this was Nebraska in the 90s or 80s, yeah. Nebraska now? No, man. You have fallen off so far. And I agree.
California can't get into Texas anymore because they're not in the Big 12.
He's so close that I would be tempted to roll the dice one more year, because I'm looking, man, you could have beat Oklahoma, you could have beat Michigan State, you could have beat Michigan. Maybe if you get that quarterback who doesn't turn the ball over in the final 2 minutes of the game like clockwork, we can fix this thing.
I tell you what I'd like to do, though, is if I were going to fire him, I'd love to hire that hype man who was standing behind him all Saturday night. The guy who looked like Marcelo Garcia.
Yeah.
Who is that guy?
With the dark glasses.
Yeah, I want Tuck to call him. I don't even know what he does for a living. I want to bring him aboard MSU staff. Who was that guy with the wicked shades, great goatee?
Right.
Who is that?
I'm like, it's nighttime and he is rocking the Ray-Bans. Ray-Charles glasses.
Somebody out there in listener land, tell me who. He looked like Scott Frost's hype man. Like if Frost were coming out on stage, this is the guy who warms up the crowd.
Right.
Who was that dude?
Scott Frost is Maceo. Go put the robe over him at halftime. Come on, Scott. Come on. Take it to the bridge.
Right. That's right. Who is that guy? I want him working at Michigan State. In time for the Michigan game.
And that is in football today.
All right, so week 6 is here. Look, this Thursday night game night, FanDuel, lots of different ways to do it. I know you just bet sides, but Rico really loves this in-game parlay stuff, props. So I looked at some FanDuel Sportsbook promo code ticket. How about Jalen Hurts to score a touchdown tonight? Plus 1,100. He's already got 3 rushing touchdowns. They use him in the red zone, in QB sneak. I don't know. That seems like a pretty juicy price. If that appeals to you, great. Maybe it's Kenny Cott overs. And FanDuel, straight up for new users, they're letting people rock in here for 30-1 odds on either team tonight. All you gotta do